My kids are playing in the garage with roller skates, so forgive them if you hear them over me. Boy, I'm glad they're having fun. When I think about these beautiful little wooden trinkets now, they're gorgeous. I like to see them out. But they do remind me of something. Hi, welcome to Mind Your Matters. Here we're gonna be talking again about Mind Your Matters March. We're gonna be talking about the topic of family schedules. This is a collaboration with my good friends over here on YouTube of Everyday Blessings with Nina, At What Cost with MaryBeth, and Housewife Simple Life with Nicole. Oh, she's such a sweetheart. I've had so much fun getting to know all of these ladies, and I appreciate them joining me in this Mind Your Matters March so you don't lose your mind to avoid madness this March. Thank you so much for joining me, and let's get into it. Family schedules. Well, I just finished doing our meal plan apart from breakfasts and lunches, but I'm so thankful that I got that done. Now, before you turn me off, before you say I don't have anything that I need to change in my schedule, we're fine with what we're doing, hang with me just a little bit and you'll probably find a little golden nugget that's gonna help you and extend your time and help out your family with the family schedule. Now, I have got some friends over here I wanna show you. My husband brought these back from Africa. Aren't they adorable? Here's little Dumbo. Here's Mama. Here's Daddy. Well, when I think about these beautiful little wooden trinkets now, they're gorgeous. I like to see them out. But they do remind me of something. A family. They're all walking together, they're all working together, and even though they might have separate duties and separate things that they need to take care of, like the daddy, he needs to go out to the, as an elephant, maybe out to the water hole, maybe he needs to go to take care of a couple things, shake a couple trees, whatever elephants do, go roll in the mud to cool his skin off, whatever. He's doing his thing, Mama's doing her thing, taking care of the little papoose, the little baby there, the baby's doing their thing, and the whole family unit, they're doing separate jobs at times, but they also need to work together as a whole. And our families need to do the same thing as well. Now, maybe you're not a stay-at-home mom, maybe you're not a homeschool, work-at-home mom. That's fine. We all need to work together as a family. We all have a part to play. The husband, the wife, the children. We all need to work together as a happy family, or to be a happy family. Now, there was a couple things I thought about when I thought about family schedule, and that might be an encouragement to you, maybe something that you can do new in your family that might help. Maybe you're in a funk like we have been in the past, but employing these things has helped. So a couple of those things is what we're gonna go over. First off, what we started with when I first got on here, my meal plan. This is a schedule. No, it's not. June is going to skating and Bobby is gonna go play baseball, and no, it's not things of that nature. We will get to those things, but this is a schedule that everyone needs to be present for in our family. Maybe not in yours, but maybe a couple meals would be good to be present at. And I have scheduled that out. This is a schedule. Another thing with schedules is it's good to have it posted. I keep this posted. It is a simple, cheap calendar. It's actually curling and showing its age already. But I get this from the Dollar Spartan Target. And I like it because I can take it off the wall. It's not giant. It's not dry erase. Mamas, no, come in closer. Come in closer. Have you had a problem with dry erase? Do your kids like erasing? Yes. Mine do too. So yes, I do love dry erase, and if it works for you, high five. Me, I need to do pencil or pen because my kids were erasing my beautiful dry erase board. So that was no longer working, even though I did love it for quite some time. So we are redoing it. So this is the meal plan. This is a schedule that all my family kind of needs to have an idea about. My husband likes to know, you know, what we're having for dinner in particular or what have you. And then it helps me as well with the schedule. The kids, meh, they need to eat when they need to eat. But sometimes my oldest son will go ahead and get to this. Yes, mac and cheese or whatever. So family scheduling. Thinking still On our family over here, we're separate. We all have our different purposes and jobs, and even maybe we might be physically distant from each other for a certain part of the day. Maybe it's the husband that works full time, maybe it's the wife, maybe you even have grown children and they're gone and they're working all day. You still need to work together as a family to a certain extent. So I do like, number one there, go ahead and have a meal plan or some type of schedule up for meal times, or when you would want everyone to be together, or to be at least aware of what food is going to be prepared or left in the refrigerator for them to heat up later. So that's one thing. When I think about having a plan as a family, is planning to do less. Now, before you turn me off and you're someone who doesn't want to do anything, that's not so. I do very much like to have a schedule. I like to be out with my friends. I like to do things, but to do less, to prioritize your life. My kids are playing in the garage with roller skates, so forgive them if you hear them over me. Boy, I'm glad they're having fun. So do less, prioritize your life. And I think something that this sickness, we call it, that has come upon our lives, it has caused us to be more prioritizing of our time. Most by force, because things have been closed, things have not been allowed to happen. We've had to change our meals because certain things are available at the grocery store and what have you. So prioritize your life. How do we do that in our family? Well, we homeschool. And I know a lot of people are homeschooling right now. They're doing remote learning. They're having their teachers on different ways on the computer. So it is a bit of a homeschool, but we have had the traditional homeschool that I am the teacher administrator. I'm the one that works with the children during the day while my husband's at work, and that's what we do during the day. So homeschooling does allow my schedule to be more flexible because I'm the teacher. I'm the school, I'm the administrator, I am the schedule maker for our family. 1 second. Okay, go be nice. Whew. Got a little talk to. Anyways, sometimes togetherness is a little too much togetherness with my kids. Anyway, so we homeschool. So we do have that flexibility. There's times my husband's had to go to trainings for work and different things that have happened in our life. And we've been able to adjust in our family schedule because of that. Mom? Yes? It's gonna be a long video. Thank you, babe. Anyways, another way we plan on doing less. Got it? Okay. Play nicely. Be forgiving and kind. I wish we could all do that. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. We homeschool, and another thing that we do in our family, Jesus and God, serving Him in church and going to church to listen to God's word is a priority. So we schedule church in as a priority, as a activity. Now, don't take that wrong. It is an activity because it's something that we go do, but it's not something that we use for entertainment. It is fun though. The kids do have clubs, kids do have groups, they have their Sunday school classes and all the things that they're able to take part in. So we do put that into our schedule. We can prioritize our life. If you want your children to be good in music, what do? Well, you prioritize the fact that you want them to go to piano lessons. If you want them to be good at the violin, like we have some friends that are doing a great job training their children in the art of the violin, you're going to help them to gain that knowledge. You're going to prioritize that in their schedule, in their life. Now, a quick object lesson, which you've probably heard before. If you had a jar, and this in essence is your life. This is the capacity, now it's a good word, capacity of what you have and what you can handle in your life, in your time, in your schedule at this point. So that jar, how much can you fill it up? I remember someone doing this object lesson with us before, actually when we were in college, talking about spending time with God and spending time with our priorities. And the big rocks went in, school and taking care of ourselves health-wise and all the other things that they had to do. And then the other little things filtered in. You'd get some smaller rocks and they would fit in. Sand would eventually be the last one, and then water. Now, the idea behind the object lesson was not let's cram as much as we can into our jar until we're absolutely ready to burst and overflow and there's no room for anything else. That is going to cause problems. That is going to cause issues in our life. I say more stick to those big chunks. Get those big chunks in there. Now, not too many. So I already told you the few that we have. We have homeschooling, we have church, we have friends, we have service, and those items that we put in there, family time, all of that, and leave room for other things. Now, a couple other smaller rocks, a couple other things that you might put in that jar of life, and a little bit of sand maybe for some other minor things that you want to put in there that you want to add to your life. Creativity, like here, I'm on YouTube. I can have this outlet to share and to do. So that is an extra thing that I schedule in, but not a big rock, not a big priority. So how do we prepare these things? Well, we need to prep. I have videos about prep, more to come, but videos about preparation so that you can have success in your schedule. Are you trying to get your children out to church? Are you trying to get your children out to a photo time? Are you out trying to get them to an activity, to piano lessons, to go out to school in the morning? Whatever you need to do and handle, you need to prep. You need to prep. So preparedness, planning to have that happen, is going to plan your success. If you have no plan, you can probably plan on failing. You need to have a plan to follow and a process so that you can get it done. So that's a challenge. And here's another thing, routines and schedules are different. And that's actually the sign for different. Schedules and routines are different. So when you're planning your family's schedule, there's a routine. Do you need to write down absolutely everything they need to do in the morning, your children? No, probably not, but you have that routine. But what is your extra stuff? What's your schedule? We're gonna have church at night, so we need to have naps. We need to do this. We need to go to church on Sunday morning, so we're gonna have our clothes and all our things packed. We have an activity with our friends to go to a birthday party on Saturday. We need to plan for having that present, so we're not buying it last minute. We need to wrap it, need to get it ready, we need to put it in the car. All the things. You understand, I completely understand, you know. So the key to keeping a family schedule is communication. To communicate. Now, it doesn't have to be hard. Now, you might not have to communicate so hard with the little ones, or even maybe the medium ones. You might want to prep the medium children if you have them. The older kids maybe a little bit more. Like in the morning, I sit down with my kids and I say, today is trash day. Today we're going to do this. This is what the process is. Remember our routine. And then we go through that. But I'm not talking really about that. I'm talking about key communication tips and how to make sure that communication happens. You could send text messages. You can take your phone and send a text message, send a picture of the calendar or whatever. If you just got a phone call from the doctor or the dentist and say, hey honey, I just set up this appointment, is that okay? Or before I set up this appointment, is this day all right? You can do those things. Some of the work, the outside of the house workers in our family, they can get aside for their lunch or for their breaks and answer a message. So messages are important. Also, meetings. Have a quick meeting. It doesn't have to be formal and someone takes the minutes and all that. No. Just sit down and have a meeting, a quick meeting of the schedule. Have your calendar out and say, okay, Joanne has a dentist appointment on Thursday at 3, week before, hopefully not day before. You gonna be home for that, or whatever that other person needs to do, so that they know what is going on with your schedule. Also, you could have linked calendars in your phone. I don't personally like to keep a calendar on my phone as much as just a reminder on my phone, but I do like a paper calendar. Like, here's my planner. I'm actually reading off of it. You can see as stuff falls out of it, you know. I have got this thing loaded down with different things as my month, so it's all scratchy and crazy, but then I transfer it to the week. Oh, here's like my planning sheet. Some of you this might not be your thing, and that's okay, but have a way of communicating your schedule. Because if you don't communicate, then how are people in your family going to know or even be close to being on the same page as you? So it's something to think about. Do you have any way of linking your digital calendars together? Google Calendars, all of those things, you can link them and share the information with your spouse, with a grandmother, with a nana, or whoever that needs to be in that family loop for the family things, for the family schedule. So that's another tip there. Dry erase calendars. Let me show you our dry erase calendar that we keep in a common area so it is seen by my husband, myself, and sometimes my older children like to read and add to it. This is a good communication tool for family scheduling. All right, so this is our family, I guess you could say, control center in a way. Here we've got the current month, and then I write it all out. Now, we don't write a ton on here for a reason, because if you have a lot on there, you're not going to focus on the items at hand. So here we've got St. Patty's Day, Palm Sunday, Passover, first day of spring, different parties that we're going to have, different items that we need, different things we need to remember, like consignment, dentists that have already been done. So this is an important place. We can also keep, like you see, stamps. If I had little cards for a doctor's appointment, I could put them there. I do like to do the next couple days in the month and then the beginning of the month so that I can have this set in advance for when we need it. Okay, so that was our dry erase calendar that we keep in the common room, and a lot of the times that has helped me if I haven't done the other things, like communicate super effectively or send a text message or a picture message or have that meeting. That calendar's there. My husband can see it, my kids can see it, and it helps us out in that communications. Last thing, just to tie it all in, why do we have a family schedule? We have a family schedule so that, like we talked about with our cute little friends over here, we are separate. We have different jobs and different things that we need to accomplish. We go our different ways. But when we come together, we want to do so intentionally. When we come together for meals, when we come together for activities, when we come together for the things that we prioritize in our life to be a part of our family life, we have to schedule and communicate those things. So family scheduling is, I believe, very important, keeping that family together and on the right page and going in the right direction. So we have a family schedule so that we can make more room to say yes to other things. If we fill up that jar so much with all the big rocks, medium rocks, small pebbles, sand, water, until our capacity of our life is overflowing so much, we fill it up so much, there is absolutely no way we're going to feel that we can add anything else. So to have that family schedule, to have that family order, we have room to say yes to maybe helping someone. Something comes up. Hey, can you help me move this dishwasher I just bought off Marketplace? Can you come on over and help me take care of some issue under my sink? It's overflowing. A lot of different things that our family's been able to take a part of, not trying to say we're amazing or anything, but we have that free because we have a schedule. And if we need to move something over, change a meal. Hey, if you haven't seen my meal planning video, that's where you're going next. That's a good place to go after this if you're enjoying this content. So if something like that comes up, I can move the meal schedule if I need to, if my family all needs to be involved or someone's going to be away from the meal, and we can just make it another time. To have a schedule, to have a plan, it helps us have more time for helps or to service for others. We can help with needs, different things that need to be accomplished for our friends, for our church, for our family. We have more room for hobbies, things that we would like to do. We have more time to donate our time or to work towards something that we enjoy. Even if it is paid, we have room for that. So family scheduling is very important to have that order, to have that unity, to have the communication, and just to plan on being able to do those extra things and the things that are priority, things that we set in our family to be a priority in our life. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was a blessing to you as we have like a little conference center set up here. our little friends helped us, and also some object lessons. And I pray it was a blessing to you. If there's something that you use in your family that is of help to the family schedule, please drop it in the comments below. I'm always reading those and enjoying those, and I very much appreciate our Mind Your Matters family. And if you're coming over from the collaboration from Mind Your Matters March, if you're coming over from At What Cost, Everyday Blessings, or if you're coming over from Housewife, Simple Life with Nicole, please let me know you came over from them. Consider subscribing and becoming a member of this wonderful community, Mind Your Matters. And I'm just so thankful that you're here. Would you subscribe, share, like, and do all of the things? It would be a blessing to me and lets me know that you appreciate this content. It is Sunday afternoon and it's the Lord's Day, and we're having some fun. My little is sleeping and all those things. So anyway, we'll try to get through this without too much crazy distractions. They're getting to each other. Thank you so much for coming, and this is a collaboration with Mind Your Matter. Oh, I Mind Your Matters. Oh my goodness.